Hey, what's going on, y'all? We're going to add a little improvement to the Can-Am. So, currently we have stock exhaust. Still have the cat in there. Well, that's all about to change. We're going to take all that out and we're going to add something much smaller, more compact, with a better sound. And that's going to be this right here. This big, beautiful, smaller JSTAR exhaust. Side exit, so it will just sit. It'll sit here, so it comes out. This all comes out the back. There'll be nothing exiting out the back, and it will exit right here. So let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is take off this rear plastic. Yeah, I think there's five. There's five. Yep, 5 screws to take that off. So we're gonna do that. Get that out of the way. Then we'll start working our way back. We'll get that out. Get all this heat shield stuff out. Take out my O2 sensor, which it unplugs right there. We'll take it out of there, and then we'll disconnect everything back there from the turbo, and that should be out of the way. So I should have everything in my bag that I use, that I carry on the buggies when I'm out in my little tool bag. So we'll see if we can do it with just what I have in here, minus the drill. Definitely will need that. And there are some tools that I did not put in here, so we're gonna have to go get those. All right, there's that. I'll put these screws up here where I won't lose them. What I did for a spring puller for these springs is I had an old Allen wrench with a handle on it. I just bent the end of it, so that's what we're going to use to get that off. Some may be a little more difficult than others. Just like that. All the retaining springs that drive me bat crazy in low gear when they vibrate and make a shit ton of noise. Don't have to use these no more. But we're gonna put them up there. But again, yeah, I just took a little T-handled Allen wrench that I had. I don't even know what it was for. I got tons of Allen wrenches, tons of T-handles, so we just bent that and made a spring puller. And it will stay in that bag. Couple bolts right there. Where's my tools? So I just got random spare tools I carry with me for both machines. That's a 1/2 inch. Take that T off. So the T you need to take that back off at the back is a T30 for the back. And this is a 1/2 inch on either side down here to get these off, and then we'll pull this out. hard. That sucker right there is probably 25 or 30 pounds of excess weight that is now gone. None of that crap will be back here, which will be helpful. Now really, that heat shield, I should be able to just take that off, pull it right out of the way. This won't be needed. Let's see if those are. Yeah, we won't need that. Let's see. That's not it. What is that? 13/32. We're gonna need. Let's get that out of the way. I think that's all it's. That's it right there. Another one of those springs we're not going to need anymore. But we will hang on to all this stuff. Well, actually, I'll put these back in. Are those threaded holes? No, so we will not put those back in. Really, that brace has probably still got to be there. O2 sensor out of there. Let's leave that on until we get that out. So that's going to bolt in there. There's one that may not even need to. I may have to take that bracket out as well. Now we got to go in behind the seat and get that V-band off. I don't know what size that sucker is, but I ain't gonna be able to use a dadgum ratchet. I think that's attached right there. Whew. Then you're going to want to come in here, pull this cover off. It just pops out of there, and then we have to take off this. Got to loosen this here to get this off the turbo. And it looks like we may have to take that bracket off. I'm not really sure, but we'll figure that out. here in a second. But that's kind of what it looks like. I'm gonna have to, I don't know if that bracket's got to come out. It probably needs to stay for support. But anyway, we got to get that off, and we'll go from there. All right, it's all done. It was a pain in my hump. I didn't record the whole thing because I just couldn't do the whole thing with trying to hold that camera, find places to set it up, and all that good stuff. I had to cut a bracket off, one of the support brackets for the stock exhaust. I had to cut it down because this will hit it. No big deal, just took my angle grinder in there and cut that off. So let's fire this thing up, let you hear it, see what it sounds like. Dig it. It's a lot less restricted than that behemoth. So here's your stock. There's your cat. That's heavy by itself. This alone weighs what that weighs by itself. And then you got this heavy thing off. The springs, all that rattling crap's gone. You will have to cut the bracket off that goes on here, and there's a hose clamp that holds everything on. You got to cut that off because this hits it. So I just took my angle grinder and cut that off. Not a big deal, just more of a pain in the butt. I will advise you to have 2 people when it comes time to put that back on, because you need that V-band. You can't do the V-band by yourself, which is right here, and get that exhaust up there and marry it together. Hold the exhaust and get that V-band around both of them without losing that little metal washer, little metal gasket that's in there. You can't do it by yourself. Get somebody to help you. Make sure you got a second set of hands when you get to that point. Everything else you can take it off, do all that stuff by yourself. When you get to that point, you're going to need some help. So make sure you got somebody with you. But we're going to button this thing up because clearly it's getting dark. I got to put some plastics back on. I got to put the back on. And that piece back on that goes there. There it is. The old JSTAR exhaust. Sounds good. Make sure we got everything wiped off of it. I didn't think about that before it gets too hot. All the fingerprints will burn in there. So there it is. Sounds good. Moving a lot more air. It can breathe so much better now. And it's a little throatier, it's deeper sound, it doesn't sound like it's choking to death trying to run. So it definitely needs it. I would say get one. This turbo has had an intercooler added. It was like that when I bought it. There's an intercooler in there. I don't know what else has been done, but adding the intercooler, why there wasn't another exhaust put on here at that point, I don't know, just to help it breathe better. But she's on there now, so I'm gonna get this buttoned up and go and have some dinner, and we'll probably go take her for a ride tomorrow. Hope that helps anybody. It is a pain. Just make sure, again, you have somebody to help you. But if you want one of these exhausts, go to thecanamcrew.com, scroll down to the JSTAR exhaust. They have the stainless steel, and then there's a creosote coated, which is an extra, I think, 75 bucks for that one. I went with just the regular stainless steel. That's what I have on my Z-Force. I have a GGB stainless steel. And I mean, where it's at, I mean, yeah, you can see it under there. But it helps it kind of stick out a little bit. I kind of like it. I wasn't sure, but I kind of like it. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, one other thing you're going to have to do is drill out that hole to fit that bolt in it. Because that's where it's going to bolt up. But everything else, it's good to go. So we're going to get this buttoned up, get all my crap put away. I'll go spin it up and down the road probably, and then put her up, go eat me some dinner, and probably go ride tomorrow. So appreciate you watching. Hope it helped out. I'll let you know how it goes, but I don't think it's going to be an issue, and it sounds so much better. So